Right, so I've not had the best night. I decided to go out with the Mavic Air 2 and take some pictures, some night photos, and a night hyperlapse. So anyway, so all hunky-dory, gets back, had audio problems. I didn't lock my external audio recorder, so when I bent down to pick the drone up to calibrate the compass, it stopped recording in my pocket. So it's alright, I've got a Rode video mic on top of the camera, so that'll pick audio up. Anyway, gets it back, imports it, no audio. And it's not the best camera to use for stuff like this, especially the low light. I mean, it's the Nikon D5600, it's the only camera I've got for. So the low light footage is not the best. If you have a look here, that's not good. Can't use that on a video. So anyway, so the footage I've got on the drone is mint. So I took the footage in AEB, 5 shots, then I imported it into Lightroom. Was taken in RAW, but I've exported them as a JPEG. I've not done any editing whatsoever on the photos, it's just literally from the camera on the drone. There was a couple of pictures out of the sequence of 5 that I had to take out. Some of them, I think there was about 3 I used, some I used 4, some I used all 5. And I also did a hyperlapse. That's come out really well. I left the shutter open at 2 seconds, ISO 100. So I'm going to go through the footage once I've shown it you with the screen recording, but then we can go through everything, show you how I did it, what I did. I'll also do a voiceover, so you don't have to look at this ugly mug. And then if you like it, give us a thumbs up, drop us a comment, subscribe, it's up to you. I'm going to be uploading a lot more content in the near future. I'm trying to do as much as I can. Obviously it's difficult starting a new channel, we're trying to get subscribers, trying to get likes on the video, making the content, editing, which I'm new to editing really, so I'm learning as I'm going. That's what I'm basically trying to say. Let us know what you think when you take a look. Right, well, what do you think of them? I thought they were pretty awesome, especially in low light. Right, well, I've launched the DJI Fly app and now it's prompting me to do a compass calibration, which I always recommend doing a compass calibration anyway, whenever you take it somewhere new. But it will always prompt you if it's picking up incorrect signals. So now we'll just let it do its thing and just calibrate it. Right, looks like we're good to go. Right, first thing I always do is I always format the SD card, just in case you don't want any errors coming up. And I just do a general check, just to make sure that everything's how I want it. And also make sure that my obstacle detection and air pass is switched on. I mean, not that it makes much of a difference during night time, but it's always best to have it on. Right, let's get it up there and let's get some shots with it. Right, we'll just get it into position, ready for the next shot. Switch over to photo mode and take it in manual settings. We'll turn the shutter speed right down. I have it, pretty much all these photos I have it set on 2 seconds, shutter with an ISO 100. You don't want any artificial noise being printed onto the sensor. So let's fire that. Right, not too bad. Not too bad. What we'll do now is we'll switch it over into AEB, when we'll take it on 5 shots. Best thing about AEB is it will take 5 shots at 5 different exposures, and then you can go in there and create your own HDRs. I use Lightroom for it because it's just very simple to do in Lightroom, and I'll do a quick tutorial. Right, as you can see, that one is much better, having the 5 different exposures. Right, what we're going to do now is we're going to create the hyperlapse. So at the bottom, so just go into camera settings. Always try and make sure you're on 1080. I mean, you can go into 8K. However, only Premiere Pro can read 8K at the moment. I'll just get this setting set on 2 seconds per shot. Get it to take JPEG photos or RAW photos, so then you can do your own editing on each photo that it takes. And if you just look down at the bottom there, you can choose your intervals, the length of time you want the hyperlapse to be, and also the speed you want the drone to move at. So because it's at night and we're at quite a long exposure, what we're going to do is we're just going to keep it on to 1.5 meters per second, which is ample enough, which you can slow it down and you can speed it up. I don't really speed it up during the day. So we'll stick it in waypoint, we'll get to the position where we want the first waypoint to be. Great, so I think we'll do about there. If you press the little arrow at the bottom, press plus on your first location. And the best thing as well is it will also move the gimbal up and down respectively of where you set your gimbal. And as you can see there, it says camera rotation angle 0% good. So the lower the number, the better the outcome's going to be. It'll also give you a warning as well if it's going to be too bad or too small. So set the next waypoint. Then we'll scroll to the last waypoint, see if it's saying there too large. That's because over the space of the time there's too much movement going on. So what we'll do then is we'll just do the 3 waypoints. You hit the go button, and then what it will do then is it will take the drone to the location of where we first set the first waypoint, and then it will just go on and take a picture of all your settings. I had to actually stop this early because of the battery. Right, now we'll go and take some photos of a couple of buildings knocking about. So if we go in here, then what I'm going to do, I'm just going to try and do a low light video. We'll put it in 4K and put it 30 frames per second. Set the ISO right up to 1600. Shutter speed down to 125, which is obviously the lowest shutter speed it will go to. Stick it in tripod mode because obviously that gets you nice smooth shots. And obviously I've sped this up here now, so it's prolonged boredom. And I'll stick them up. Right, we're going back into photo, go into AEB, click it on 5 seconds. Look at that. Absolutely amazing. So what we'll do, I'll switch it over into JPEG and RAW, so then we'll get our auto RAW footage as well as JPEG alongside it. It's always better to go in RAW. Right, we'll stick it in 2.5 seconds on shutter. Right, so what we'll do now is just let it go along and take its pictures. and do its thing. Right, so when you go into the app view to view the photos, when you click on each photo, when you skip through, you can see each different exposure it's taken, which then when you come to import it into your computer, you'll get 5 different images obviously at the same time, and that's when you'll import it then into Lightroom to do your HDR modification on it. Yeah, so anyway, so if you like this video and give us the thumbs up, appreciate your comments, positive and negative. Obviously feedback is everything, to help me improve. I know I'm a bit stuttery and stuff like that, but I'm not used to doing stuff like this, so it's all new to me. Anyway, thanks for watching, and don't forget to hit that subscribe and like. Thanks very much.